on first down. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. Flush to his right. He'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to throw here. Gabbert. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Whitehead on the tackle.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 17 carries, 54 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set to go here, we see Blaine Gabbert march back out onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
And now he's going to use his legs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gabbert being chased out left. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
From the gun, Gabbert. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Gabbert rolling to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams nothing.
Throwing again, Gabbert on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Get 'em. 1st and 10. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Goff on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's across midfield to the 40.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and score. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they wanted to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Gabbert eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the
to throw, Gabbert. And he's going to keep it here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle.
Final play of the half, Gabbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 28-7, your final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Chargers just cannot buy a break as they remain winless at 0-10 on the year. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 30-27 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cyrus Jones on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
LA readies for its next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The backup Stidham, his first throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To throw is Gabbert. On the move to his left. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
4th down.
26 mark, 26 mark. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Gabbert to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And it is now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
Bradley Pinion.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Muscling free near the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Go, 180. You got Rodney. You got Rodney. You got Rodney.
From the 50, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Gabbard. And he almost intercepted him. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Gabbard to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Blaine Gabbard sacked.
and plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Gabbard. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Gabbard. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
John Johnson.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Complete to Robert Woods.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is gone. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
19 tackle. You can't block me.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
LeSean McCoy.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, Gabbert. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one out for Evans. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Carlton Davis. Goff's pass.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So following the interception, here's Gabbert escaping the... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Goff on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Goff on 3rd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Jared Jones sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Gabbert eluding the pressure right. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their